I'm Connie. Welcome to my channel, Connie from up north. If you're new, welcome. If you're a returning viewer or subscriber, welcome back. Now, what I've got going on in this video is I am in a collaboration with some beautiful ladies, and they are going to show you, if I could only keep 10 eyeshadows, what would they be? So there's quite a few of us, and we're broken up into two groups. My group just happens to, I'm joining Jennifer Loves Makeup. I'm also joining Becky's Empty Nest, Lorrie's Life, Unboxing by G, and the Real Lady Electrician. Now, there's a whole nother group of gals, and I'll link them down below. Make sure you go over and you like and subscribe their videos. And make sure some of us are having a giveaway, so make sure you're subscribed to all of us so that you qualify. So if you want to see the 10 eyeshadows that I would keep, then you stay right there. So, if I could only keep 10 eyeshadows, what would they be? Well, I had to break them up into categories. So, my first eyeshadows that I would say that if I had to choose, my first eyeshadow that I would choose would be the Jeffree Star Orgy palette. I love the formula. I love the colors. For everyday looks, it's fantastic. Right there. That is every shade of skin tone that you could think of and more. So let's go ahead. I think I'm going to pick out the vanilla latex. Let's go ahead and put a little bit of that one on, shall we? So let's take off the glasses. And I really like to use that vanilla latex as a highlight tone, like so. I like to put that just under my brow. And the cool thing about this whole palette is you don't have to just use this for an eyeshadow palette. You can actually use this palette, like, take a little bit of a bigger brush. Make sure. And use that. You can use it as your highlighter. Right there, along your cheekbone. You can use some of the darker colors as bronzers, as shadows, as contouring. You don't have to just stick with using it as an eyeshadow color. Now the next eyeshadow palette that if I had to choose 10 eyeshadow palettes would be the Lorac Mega 2 Pro. I really, really like this. It's got a fairly neutral. There's some colors in there, and you can tell that's well loved. I have loved that for quite some time. So, let's go ahead and use this. I'm going to use the, what color in there? I want to add to my highlight. So we're going to use this shade right here, the porcelain. And I'm even going to highlight my highlight. Right up here. See that? Just underneath my brow. And right there. Yeah, I like to lay down my, I actually like to lay down, a lot of times I like to lay down my highlight color. feel like that really helps my makeup look turn out really nice. So next, if I had to pick an eyeshadow palette, I think that it would have to be this palette right here. This is called Dee Dee's Signature. This palette here is beautiful. And I'll show you what that is. It does have a it has a nice mirror with it. But here are the shades. Aren't those stunning? They're just beautiful. So what I do with that is, let's go ahead and lay in a contour. So I'm going to use this shade right here. What is that? I don't believe it's written on it. Right there. It's got a little bit of a shimmer to it. It's really pretty. So let's go ahead and put in a little bit of a contour there. Not too heavy, just enough to make a shadow. Just enough to peek that color in. Right there. Just like that. That is beautiful. I love this palette. I absolutely do. And the next palette, well, it'd be very hard to live without this one. I love this. The Ace Beauty, that is the quintessential palette eyeshadow. That is just beautiful. So I really like, look at the colors in that. It gives you such a stunning selection of colors. So I think that where I'm gonna go is, I wanna take that gold right there, and I'm gonna put that right in the corner of my eye. So let's put this on. And just pat it on. I just want it in the color, or in the corner, sorry. It's such a pretty color. You can see it. It definitely goes on really well. The formula works so well. And it's so pretty. I love this whole palette. The formula on this whole palette is just, it works so well. The colors are so vibrant. It's so well pigmented. It's definitely one of my favorites. And another one of my favorites is the 80s Baby. I love this palette. So we're gonna go, how about with this really pretty turquoise color. And where I'm gonna put that is I'm gonna put that next in line, right next to the gold. We're having a little bit of a thunderstorm tonight, so if you hear some banging, it's the thunder. So there we go. And I'm gonna bring it back over on this side. I really love the pigments. I love the colors. I love how vibrant they are. They're just stunning. I love them all. So that's really pretty. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that, take another brush that's clean, and I'm going to blend those together right at the line so that they transition really well. Right there. Just like that. That palette never disappoints me. So the next palette that I really like is the Jungle Fever. That is so pretty. And I'll show you the colors and why I like it. It's so gorgeous. Right there. So I think that a really good shade that would go nice with that would be the green. So let's go ahead and we're going to add this green right here. And I'm going to put that right there in the middle, right on my lid. It blends so well with that turquoise. I really like this. That's the fun thing. Doing makeup, you can just be as artistic as you want. Just blend your colors well, and you're good to go. So, I've got my Jeffree Star up here, the Orgy palette. Then I've got the gold. Then I've got the turquoise and the green. So let's move on. Now, my next palette that I really like. This is just beautiful. This is I picked this up at TJ Maxx, the Amethyst palette, and I love it. So I've got this whole greenish blue going on. Why don't we add just a little bit of this deep rose? I think that'll be really stunning with this. And we're going to add that right at the end, right there. At the end of my lids. We're going over here. We're going to add it too. I like that. So that is the Amethyst palette. And for my drama, I love a little bit of drama in the eyes and in my eyeshadow looks. So I have the Weirdo palette by Jeffree Star. Thank you, Miss Alice. Lynn loves being a Grammy. I appreciate you. She sent me this as a gift. So I want to take this deep bluish gray and I'm going to put that on the end, on the corners of my eyes. Right there. And right there. Yeah, I really like the drama that this adds to it. So then after I put that on, then I'm going to blend that up and in, up and in, up and in, just like that. Yeah, I like that. And the last two palettes that I have, so let's recap that. I have the Jeffree Star Weirdo palette that I really like. I have the BH Cosmetics, the Amethyst from February. That is a great palette. I love the colors in that. I have the Jungle Fever. Thank you, Jen's Hangout. Jungle Fever right there, that palette. It's beautiful. And then the 80s Baby. Love that. I have the Ace Beauté, the quintessential palette eyeshadow right there, that whole eyeshadow palette. The Jeffree Star Orgy, of course. That's a must-have for the neutral eye looks, and it's got every skin tone that you could think of. The Lorac Pro Mega 2 palette. And then one of my new favorites, also thanks to Jen's Hangout, one of my new favorites in the whole world. I just love this. I'm really looking forward to using this in the fall. Not that I'm looking forward to cold temperatures. Don't want to get that. This is DD's Signature, and it is just stunning. It has beautiful, beautiful colors and gorgeous packaging. I love it. Two more palettes that I want to touch on. These are two. This isn't quite just an eyeshadow palette. These are my two palettes. I have to keep these because they have such value to me. I've had them for so long, and they have sentimental value to me. So this palette here is probably 20 years old at least. And it is, some of you will recognize this. This is the Estee Lauder. Which palette is this? The Estee Lauder Deluxe Eyeshadow Compact. I can't even, but that, you can see that's well loved. I've hit pan. This was my only eyeshadow palette for years. I can't get rid of it. I love it. There's no way I could declutter that and get rid of that. And this one was given to me by my daughter. And this is a stunning eyeshadow palette. It's from the It Girl Cosmetics. And it has blush. It has the blushers. It has the lipstick. I love that bright pink. I have a thing for pink eyeshadow or pink lipsticks. I really like pink and neutral tones. But it's got the highlighters, it's got correctors, it's got everything. So if I was going, whenever I go on a vacation or a trip, this is one I pack. And I love it. That was a special gift to me. So let me go throw on some mascara and eyeliner, and I'll be right back. So this is the look that I completed with using my favorite 10 eyeshadow palettes. Make sure you go and like and subscribe to the other girls. And my secret word is beautiful. So you have a great, great week, and I'll see you soon. Thank you, girls, for letting me be part of this.